All right, guys. A lot of you guys remember this. And PM75 sent me a link to this video. And it's a good video, man. It shows the Korean store owners in the LA riots. And they were going off, man. Holding it down. You know, firing in the streets. I'll show you some of the video, man. But you'll see. It's just crazy that this had already been seen and known and done way back then. And I guess we're seeing it again today. You know, I haven't seen any video of anybody firing on anybody just yet. I'm sure that's out there. I mean, people have been getting, capped. But these dudes here, these are what I would commonly refer to as real Americans. This is how you should hold it down. They want to come to you in the streets and act like thugs, then you're going to have to return the favor. And that's what these boys was doing. And I have to agree wholeheartedly with their approach. That's my kind of thing, guys. And so, that was what I was going to talk to you guys about. Holding it down, preparing yourselves for what's upcoming. Because, these guys firing out in front of their, now they were doing this in front of their businesses. But it's going to come to a time whenever you may have to do it at your home. I hate to tell everyone that. But if these assholes really do want to come in and, to the suburbs they are in for the fight of their life. They have no idea. I don't know that these Antifa pussies are going to be able to do it. And it seems like the really hardcore blacks have already taken over swaths and little areas inside the major cities. But what I was going to tell you guys was those white papers that I read, and I read a lot of them, they had that, the plan is that they were going to let the people have the areas that they wanted, and they were going to then cut power off to everything and let them, and no more food, no more power, no more anything being shipped in or out, nothing, it's over, okay? And then when that happens, they'll eat themselves, They won't be able to do anything, and they're going to eventually fail. So and then they said that there would be measures taken afterwards, after the power and everything had been shut off. And basically what they were saying is they were going to go in and sweep up the eyeballs. Roving bands of militants, military, to go in and take care of the business of taking back the cities. So this is what the plan is. This is what we're going to see. That's going to happen, okay? And it might happen on small scales nationwide. Or if they let this go further and they continue with what they're doing and taking over bigger and bigger patches of the city, it's going to be, and when they do, you can think of it like movie RoboCop, where they went in there and they wanted to rebuild these new cities and these mega cities, and they wanted to do it new and fresh in the New World Order style. So what do you do with all the people that are still there, Well, you've got to get rid of them. And you got to put them to work, building your structures, the ones that will. So this is what we're doing. We're getting ready for all that to come. And some black people are realizing it. And people in the cities are realizing it. They're like, I watch, clips of the people talking and saying, oh my God, it's the New World Order. I've even heard people saying, that's what this is all about. Black women on the street screaming out, what are you guys doing burning down our neighborhoods? This is our neighborhoods. We worked at those targets you burned down. We worked at, but then in the same, breath, they still are going to take up for the blacks that are thuggish, that get killed by cops. What's the number? 9 unarmed black men were killed last year by cops. 9. And 19 whites were. Nobody cares about that. But 9 guys out of, how many millions of black men are there? If there's at least 15 million black dudes in this country. And I know a few million of them are in prison. But how can those guys come up with 50% of all the violence and mayhem and that goes on in this country every year with only just a few million of them? How do they have they have a commitment to crime? It's like they're committed to it. you know? And they're the only race. Like, what's that black girl that Candace Owens? She said it too. She's like, we're the only race, black people, that we love our criminals, and we will not distance ourselves from them. White people, everybody else, they distance themselves from their criminals. They don't want anything to do with them. You know, that's why they have prisons. This is what she was saying. Boy, that's so true. I mean, I normally don't, side up with bitches like her, but she's actually pretty smart. I mean, I know she's controlled, but she is a smart woman. And she's not going to stand for that, you know, telling all the great attributes of criminals. So, I'm glad somebody's calling that shit out. A lot of people are calling out a lot of stuff now, guys. There is an awakening happening to this. I mean, as slow as it is, and the cuckold whites might never get it. But you know what? Cuckold whites, your Antifa types, your thugs, well, they've all been branded now. They were all carrying their little phones around, and that skip tracing stuff they did with them on the phones, they were talking about doing, they did. So they know all the agitators, they know where they live, they know what their routines are, they know everything. These people are so stupid, it hurts. So, I hope they enjoy their FEMA camp stays. And, I will do anything I can to help the FEMA camp people. I know it seems un-American to want American citizens in those camps, but it's for political dissenters, and that's exactly what those people are. They're political terrorists going in there, burning down communities and whatnot. You guys know this. But I just think they should have ovens in the FEMA camps. I mean, that's me. I don't think these people that are doing all this deserve to breathe our air anymore. And I don't want to send them away so they can, pull what happens to the rest of the country whenever the people of California move out of Cali. They just move to wherever they go. Like, I have family in Oregon, and it's all cuckold up there, they tell me, because the people from Cali moved up there, and they, to run away from the crazy civilization that they had voted in and built, insane leftist utopia, and it's just turned into shit on the streets. So they move to other places. Arizona, they branch out, and they take that ideology with them still, and they just turn wherever they go right into that too. So it's like, we always talk about black folks, there goes the neighborhood whenever they move in, but there you go, there goes the whole city whenever these cuckold whites move in. Look at Seattle. They can't do anything up there because the police force's hands are tied. They can't even say anything to the people that are doing all this crazy stuff. So, but anyway, that's what I had for you today. Just the Koreans. These dudes are off the hook. I really appreciated the way they did it. And I know I didn't show much of that, but you guys can look. I can link it to you or whatever. But anyway, shout out to PM75 for giving me that. Pontiac, man, he's a good guy, and he always has the good links and stuff, and he's real smart about it. If a link gets too hot, he'll take it out of my comments, and But guys, hey, we are getting it together. Things are afoot. Organization, is happening. So that's what we're doing. That's what we wanted to do. That's what I always wanted to do. And it's becoming possible in there with the right people, good men and women. So anyway, just want to let you guys know that I'm doing a lot better, and thank you for all your support and help and prayers and every little thing you guys did for me. And you know what? I care for you guys too. I really do. And I'm going to be able, someday, I want to show you how much I care. It's one thing to hear a disembodied voice on YouTube, but it's a whole nother thing to really reach out and be with you guys and something concrete that we can do. And things like this are being thought of right now, and they're in the earliest stages. But it'll happen. It'll happen. We're going to get it together. This country is primed for something like that. Every white people getting it together under the banner and not caring if you're an atheist or you're a Christian or you're a Buddhist or whatever you are, white people. I don't care. I love my race. I love my people. And there's going to always be infighting, and there's going to always be a little bit of bickering back and forth. But all we ever have to do is just remember, hey guys, remember what happens whenever, black people are in charge. Guys, let's remember what happens whenever we infight and don't trust each other anymore and go away from each other for a long time. You know, it creates weakness. It creates everything that we're seeing now, and we have to rebuild it. We have to rebuild it and rebuild everything that is, you know, has to do with unity. And so we're doing that. And I just want you, you know, whenever you see white people on the streets, I want you to try to wave at them, try to be cool, try to give them a smile, and try to, you know what I mean, man? Let's just do that. Call them brother, call them sister. Just get in the habit of doing that. And everybody else will see that. They'll be like, there's unity in the white race. Look, they're calling each other brother and they don't even know each other. I do that everywhere I go. I do that, and hey, it works. Every time people see me now when I walk into different places, and different hardware places, and they're like, what's up, brother? And they laugh, and it's fun. And that's, you know, that's what I'm talking about, man. Make your day a better day every single day. You know what I mean? It works. And I've been doing it for years. I've always done that. So I'm starting to see more and more people do that. And it makes me proud. So, hey, let's get it together.